Well, hello once again and welcome to Roy's Model Railway in the Garage. Well, I expect you could tell from the thumbnail that I finally got my Class 50, which arrived on the 11th of June. Today is the 14th of June, and I didn't even open it on the 11th because I play a bit of golf, and I was in for a golf society day on earlier in the week, so it was all day doing that, and then I've had to set all the codes up on it, you know, the CVs and all that for what I want it, because I like it to go round and stop at the station automatically. So I've got the CV set for that. Now, by the time I've done all that, we're now into the 14th of June. Anyway, there's been loads of videos on YouTube about this unpackaging and all that, so I'm not going to go through all that. I mean, mine is the this is my version, all right, and as you say, it comes nicely packed, and I've been preparing for it because I had my old Lima one, which is donkey's years old, which I'd modified and added lights to, but obviously it's old and it's noisy, you know, so I've ordered this one. And then when I ordered this one, going back months and months ago, they'd run out of the ones with sound on the Network Southeast. I couldn't find one, and I went to Mark's Trains, where I got this from, and he said, well, they do it for the same price as the sound version, but put their own sound chip in it. Well, it's still an ESU chip, but they got their own sound thing. It's different to the one if you bought it direct off of Accurascale. Anyway, it's all going all right. It's and one thing I'm not sure about is because looking at other people's videos, they said that the fan doesn't come on until it's going, but on this Mark's one, I could turn the fan on and off from a function button. So whether that's right or not, I don't know, but I've turned it off. What I've seen on YouTube, people are saying, well, it does come on, but it doesn't come on when you turn it on. It only comes on when it's under certain loads and all that. But anyway, mine, you just turn it on and you can turn it off. So apart from that, it's all right. It came, nothing wrong with it, no bits fallen off, as I've seen in a lot of the videos, well packed, nothing wrong with it. If something was off on it when Mark's Trains fitted the chip in it, I don't know, but they've obviously inspected it and put it right, and it arrived with me in perfect condition. So there we go. So we'll have a closer look at it. I've done some other things. If you remember back on my last video, I got this block signalling little gadget which switches the points automatically as a train runs over it, so I could have the trains arrive at platform 1 or platform 2 alternatively and change the points and then the other train went out. Well, that for some reason packed up, went wrong. So I've since then done away with that, and I've set up a little switch on the end of me layout there, a couple of little switches, and I can switch it on and off just by flicking a switch. So the train actually goes round and it stops at the station for a set amount of time, then it goes again, and then it does that, and it sometimes it might go through twice. It depends on the time the train takes to go round, basically, because it's on a timer switch now. So it goes round, stops at the station, so many seconds till the timer's up, and then off it goes again, unless I switch the point. Then the train on the other platform goes out instead, and that goes round and completes a loop and stops at the station again, and will keep going around that loop until I switch the point again, which it automatically starts the other train. So I've settled for that rather than the block signalling automatic thing, and I can override it. So it's a bit of a manual. I've got a little manual switch to show you that later on the end. Anyway, that's enough of my chatter for now. So we'll have a closer look at the Class 50. All right, bye for now. Now, just as a comparison, this was my old Lima one. Right, now I originally added lights to the front of it like that, and also a Cab Lite. And obviously it served me well, and it's always thought of it as being a bit noisy. But let's be honest with you, that's the only complaint I'd say about it. It's a bit noisy, but anyway. So now I have the new one. Let's have a look at that. Right, let's try and switch this around to there. There we are. Right, let's come back out a bit. Right. So there's the front of that. Now, looking at the lights on that, we have that's the lights on that. We have also got the Cab Lite on this. Only comes on if you put the Cab Lite on, it goes off as soon as you move off. Whereas it didn't do that on my old one. It just either had it on. The Cab Lite, you switch it on this, and it will stay on. As you accelerate away, the Cab Lite goes off. So, as I said, this has got Mark's Train's own sound chip in it. It's not there. It's still an ESU chip, but it's got their own sound file on it. But so it's different to the other normal one. Now you only get one horn with this, which sounds fine, but that's it. Now I'll press the start button, and it would start up. You could press this start button in various ways, and it'd do a cold start, a warm start. You've got about three different. You press it 3 times to make it do different things, but I'll just press it. So we'll hear it start, right? And you've got various other sounds on it, like the whistle. You got that. Now, one thing you have got on this, you've got door closing, and you've got this. And this station announcements, it changes to a different announcement every time you press the button. The only thing is I don't know how to pick a particular sound out. I haven't figured that out yet.
Platform 19 for the 1550 Southwest train service to Reading via Ascot. Calling at Clapham Junction, Richmond, Twickenham, Felton, Staines, Egham, Virginia Water, Sanding Valve, Ascot, Martins Heron, Bracknell, Wokingham, Winnersh Triangle, Early and Reading. This train is formed of 8 coaches. Platform 19 for the 1550 Southwest train service to Reading via Ascot.
Now another thing you can add on, it's got on this, which, as I said, is the fan. Now, I mean, the fan whizzes round, you can't tell, it just looks like a blank. Let's come down here. Right, so there's the fan. Now when I press the fan switch, it don't start immediately, but you've got a delayed action. Now you see that's going, you can't see the actual blades, it just looks, it's going so fast, it just looks like it's an empty wheel. I'll turn it off. There's a delayed action for when it stops. Still ain't stopped. Right, I might have this wrong because it seems to be it's still whizzing round. Might have that now. I might need to play about with that a bit more. Oh, there we are, it stopped, right? But it's a delayed action when it stops. I'm still trying to figure out this lighting on there. Now we've got, it does show lighting. It does show lighting in the window here, and in the cab. I haven't got any driver in it yet. You've got the dashboard lighting. Oh, zoom out. There we are. We'll set it running around the track. Right, and I've got on my four. Was it 1, 2, 3? I think I've got 4 coaches on it, which I originally had with my old Lima. Right, so we'll set it running around the track. Right, now I've turned the lights out. Now apparently the fan does come on under certain conditions when it's running round automatically and go off again. And also you see the engine cab light in there, that seems to go off as you pull away, like the cab light. So we'll set that going just to confirm that. I said I haven't really had much time to do this. I'm not sure of all the things it does. But anyway, we'll set it going when that transfers goes. Right, and I'll set it. Right, see the cab light's gone out and then it goes, right? Right, now it comes round into the station and stops automatically. It goes off on its own. You see, it pauses there in that station for so long. I mean, you've got controls on it for heavy load and all that, what alters the engine sounds and cruising and all that, what you can operate. To be honest with you, I only turn the ordinary sound up, really, on the horns and whistles and things like that. So anyway, as you say, it stops in my station automatically. Try and have a look at that. And then it will go off. After a certain amount of time, it will go again. There we go, it's going there. You see it come round into the station again. And it always stops by that traffic, by that signal. Right, now I can just switch the point and then the other train will go instead of that. If I switch the point, it cuts, that train won't go, so it won't short out on the point. I'll let it go round once more. I had to alter the acceleration rates and the deceleration rate, if you put it on stop, it will go round 1.5 times around the track. So I've altered that so I can control the stopping with the controller. But this stops automatically in the station. It always stops at that place, you see. Now then, if I now change this, so we change at that point. Now I can control the other track. Hang on, I haven't turned it on, that train. Let's see now, that train's going out. Then he will come back into that station and he should stop automatically in that station. To do with the timer, has probably let that go through again. Now if I switch this point, this train will go out ultimately after I've switched that point. Whatever speed I had it set at. And the other train comes in and stops. this is me bank of control switches here. I've got various ones. All these are to do with the building lightings on the layout. So that gives you a light when they're on. They're all on. All the little lighting effects on the track. This one's only got one thing on it, and it switches on and off this auto train stopping part I've got, and this controls the points. This is an up and down. So up is straight on, down is to go around the curve. So the first two on the outside track. These two are the stations 2 and 3, what I control mainly, and then this one is changes from the inside to the outside track altogether, the loop. So either the okay, it's a job to explain, but I know what they are. Right now, to control these trains on me, let's have a look here. Control the trains that are coming into the station. See how that one stops automatic there, and it will go again after so many seconds. It's on a timer. Depends how fast you got the train going, because it's set on a timer. How long it'll stop depends how long you fast you set the train going. And then it'll start going again. Now, if I can make it stop there by switching the point this end. Now, when it comes into the station, it won't go again, but it will. The other one will start. So that stops there as usual. This one, the class 50, should now go.
Platform 19 for the 1550 Southwest train service to Reading via Ascot. Calling at Clapham Junction, Richmond, Twickenham.